private live up. Since I didn't get to see any of it, I got to see the couch and the bathroom.
Oh, I know. I felt so bad carrying on without you, but at the same time, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
I know that the minute
And not
I
to tell
share
anybody how
this,
sick you were. I was like, so Bodie down. Bodie doesn't feel good. She lost her voice. So you're not gonna hear her talking a whole lot. Like I didn't want to tell everybody like she's dying.
dude, that was bad. That was so bad. I'm like looking back, I'm like, I really probably should have had someone take me to the ER. Like I really probably should have.
Listen, there was one point where you were like, I give you power of attorney. I was like, I'm gonna need a witness. I'm gonna need a witness. Somebody come in here while I got power of attorney. I just got power of attorney. I need a witness. A witness. Like I don't want none of this shit to blow back on me.
I would just I mean, and the reason I said that is because like I literally was passing in and out on the
I
couch.
know. I
And
know.
so I was like, if I you make the decision. You know what I mean? Like I was at that point where I just did not care. Like somebody else make the decision for me. If y'all had said we're taking you to the emergency room, I would be like, okay. You know, like I mean, what was I gonna do? Fight back? Fight
I
back?
didn't stay in emergency room and you were like, I don't want to be in the ER here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
But
like,
if
okay.
you'd have been like, I'm taking you,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Next time.
All right. I know when I share this, you're gonna be like, I look terrible. I just want you to know.
It's hearing my own voice. I was like, I've never sound more countrified ghetto. Like
I
I,
don't think so.
I heard me when we were doing the EVPs, and there's one point where I'm like, did y'all enjoy messing with my emotions? And all these kids break out in laughter. But the sound of me on recording,
Mm-hmm.
y'all like playing with my emotions. Like I was like, oh God, girl, help you, help you, help you. Enunciate.
I can't
Enunciate
wait to hear that part.
words. Yeah.
No, I hate hearing my voice. If I'm editing a video or anything, I'm like, shut up. Like I will literally tell myself, like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you.
I get so
And
I
yeah.
get so embarrassed. I'm like, I sound so country ghetto, but I am.
Are you ready? Are
But
you
I
ready? Are you ready?
okay. Yes.
So this private live is an hour and 58 minutes. So you know we're gonna take a potty break.
Okay.
We gonna have to take a potty break. All right. I know you're gonna
Oh God.
I
I got
knew it.
I got chins on top of chins.
You don't fucking
Girl,
stop
you
it.
were wearing me out. Like there was no fixing the hair or the makeup. Like I was stressed out.
Stop it. I just knew because the way it started, you were gonna be like, God damn it.
Look, I look like that most days. It is what it is. So we are here.
Girl, your face got super skinny. What the fuck?
I didn't see it.
Oh, well, let me rewind then.
Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to do the sound because I can't hear nothing.
Really?
No,
Your face is so skinny.
girl,
Fuck. Are you
my
serious? You
chin
can't
got
hear anything?
my
Okay,
chin got a chin.
hang on.
I think you have to like share and then the extra little box with sound.
Okay, hang on. Okay. By the way, before we go too far, did I tell you that we get to schedule a time to go across the street the night before the DOS house thing?
Dude,
And investigate the church and the graveyard?
listen, I'm scared of spooky spookies. But the doll's house, like I didn't go a lot of the places, but I really want to go back. But I still don't want to go in the basement or hang out upstairs too long.
I want to go in the basement so bad. Like when we were walking across those planks and you
Nah.
can see down into the basement, I was like,
There was a couple times when I caught myself with my back to the basement door and was like, no, 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 no. Felt like something was coming to get me. No.
hang on a minute here. I'm going to move this over here so I can see better. I'm
Oh,
gonna
were
move
we gonna
that.
do this live?
Huh?
Weren't we gonna go live?
Oh yeah, I forgot my other phone downstairs. Hold please. Go ahead and record. So as I was saying, welcome to a live podcast filming. Maybe complete with bloopers, maybe complete with not bloopers. I don't know. Complete with bloopers because
I mean,
but
a lot.
I was saying a quick thank you to those of you guys that are subscribers on TikTok, on YouTube. Y'all are members over there, like all those things. We appreciate it. Like we really appreciate it. And because of how much you guys love us, you love the jokey and the laughy and all that stuff, and you love traveling with us and so on. We've been invited to some epic fucking places coming up, penitentiaries, the USS Hornet, like things like that, with tons more in store. So I thought that it would be fun because on Sundays is when Sass and I film episodes. So I thought it would be fun for you guys to kind of see a behind the scenes, especially because we're going to, what happened to your camera?
Girl, I'm over here trying to get my life together and it's not.
Remember when I said complete with bloopers?
Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So today we're going to rewatch, or well, we haven't really watched. So I guess we're going to watch the Doss House. Now, for those of you guys that are subscribers only on TikTok, you didn't buy a ticket to see the Doss House. This is the first 2 hours, hour and 58 minutes is what recorded before. And if I remember right, didn't multiple people's shit cut off about the same time? Because I know that I remember in being sick as fuck, I heard you say, "Oh no, the live just ended." But didn't somebody else mention that their stuff?
Like I was so stressed out about getting the live back, and like remember I didn't know how to go live to start with. I was like, please just tell me what button to push. um, yeah, and you were so sick. I was so stressed about it was a paid private live, and you said
Oh,
I couldn't restart it. So I'm not sure if somebody else's stuff died or everybody was saying, yeah, like our stuff always dies here, blah, 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 blah. I'm not, I kind of heard maybe a mixture of both. I'm not really sure. I don't
okay.
want to say everybody's died, but there was a lot of people talking about their equipment dying.
Yeah.
So
I know I heard, and maybe it was later in the evening and my fever brain just made it. I don't know. But I know that somebody else's stuff died during the evening. But so I'm excited because like this is almost like me getting to visit the house for the first time because I saw the couch, and the bathroom. Um, so I'm really kind of excited. Like I'm really super fucking excited about that. So yeah, I think that we should do this thing and the stuff. What the hell? Why is TikTok doing the things? I got to make sure that I watch today because for those of you guys excuse me that were watching the live last night, I guess while I was doing candle work, I didn't pay attention to the little thing. So I got to make sure that I pay attention to that today so we don't get shut off. All right. Are we ready? I'm super excited. Where I be at?
oh God.
Right there. I'm gonna put us right there. Right there. All right. Here we go.
See if
I
I can
feel
turn
like
this camera around. We're at Doll's house, and this place looks every bit as creepy as it is. It's kind of crazy.
It does look creepy.
So Bodie is not feeling well after last night. We were in the cold for a long time, and she has lost her voice. So you're not going to hear her talking a lot on this live right here. But what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and get y'all.
So this right here, that is that little walkway, right? Is that where you can see the basement through it?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's over here.
No.
I was thinking because this is the barbershop, right?
Right.
Okay,
That's
so
the shop. And then that's like the little I don't know, it's like a tunnel walkway. It's
yeah.
really tight, but it's like it took a closet, made it a walkway, and then that's the kitchen area right there.
Okay, so it's from the kitchen into the main house. That's where the planks are. Okay.
Yeah. And
Damn it. I'm
I
trying to
feel
get
like
my bearings.
I feel like I have to apologize because I completely lied to your viewers. I was like, Bodhi's lost her voice. You're not gonna hear her right now. And what my internal self was saying is she's fucking dying. Oh my God. I was in
Yeah.
such a panic. Y'all have no idea. I had never gone live on YouTube or TikTok. I had no idea what I was doing. She couldn't speak. Like we literally carried her into this place. Um, it was bad, and I was scared, and I didn't know what to say to y'all, so I apologize for lying, but she was dying on me.
Yeah, I was very, very ill. Very, very, very
It
ill.
was wild.
Trying to move this. There we go. I'm going to do it like that. I'm trying to on the live make sure that they can see the full screen and you and I at the same time. So I can't get this
Oh,
fucking thing. Yeah, go away.
I'm
Go
good with
away.
no see. My name's Sass. I don't know if you know me or not.
There we go. I'm gonna put that way down there. I'm trying to get this out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Those of you guys that have never seen the epic sass, you are now seeing the epic sass. So, all right, play.
In on the activity. So let me give you a little bit of layout of the house. So this is the main house, the doll's house. And we've been here a couple hours now, and it is hella active.
Yeah,
Like hella active.
even as sick as
Like
I
I
fucking
can't
was in and
explain
out
to
of
you how
consciousness. Yeah,
active it is. It's kind of fucking weird. And on this side is a barber shop. And that place over there is hella active too. So
so where
I know
where
y'all
was
are
the
not used to
Undertaker's
hearing
office?
my voice, but Bodie down. We done used all of her vocal cords last night in the cold. So look at the vines growing on this house, dude.
Yeah, it just
Like,
looks
it's fucking
creepy as
weird.
fuck.
Super creepy. Okay.
That is
I'm gonna
crazy
take
up
y'all in the
underneath the
front
porch
door,
too.
and then we're gonna go right into an active investigation, okay?
Okay, so right there, right here, this is where that fucker with the hat kept standing. Like while I was so sick and I was laying there on the couch, it was so weird because when y'all brought me in, it's like there was instantly this, and I told Shauna this after, there was instantly this older guy, white hair, glasses, like the wire rim glasses, basically, almost like he was trying. You know, if you were to bring a sick person into, why am I yelling? Into an old timey doctor's office, house, whatever, they would be kind of like trying to usher you, like help guide you to where he wanted you to go. That's what I felt like. And then when I was on the couch, so for you guys, I think, I don't know if she pans over or not. I think she was
Mm-mm,
trying to be nice and protect me a little
mhm.
bit there. But the couch backs up to the wall, like it's against a wall. There is no way someone could have stood behind the couch. Okay. But the entire time, for the first good 30, 45 minutes, that man was standing there with his hand like this on my shoulder. Like I was laying on this side and he was standing with his hand like and patting me like you would a kid. Like if a kid was real sick sleeping next to you in bed, you know, like it's okay, it's okay. Like he stood there forever. But right here, I know that you'll show it. There's a doorway here and a doorway over here.
I don't think I actually show it that well because I was trying to like skim past you. But
Yeah,
right there in that doorway, what there was in there for sure was a creepy ass doll. Like a
really.
creepy doll in that little cutout right there that was like Cree to the E to the P. Like it the motherfucker was not cool. But that's not the one that moved. So that's like going into the kitchen and then the couch was here. And
Uh-huh.
then right at the end of the couch, like at your head, damn near.
Yeah, I remember that doll.
That's the doll that kept creeping me out. That doll right there is a number one reason why I agree with me, mom. Dolls are bad.
Speaking of that, I last night when I was doing those cord cuttings and stuff, I noticed and remember that I have a couple of creepy dolls in there on the top of my shelf. Not even the blue doll, but a couple of other creepy little dolls. And I think that needs to be the new travel buddy. I just want you to know that.
I don't even know why we're friends some days. Other days I do, but sometimes I have to think about my life choices.
I ought to go get her. She's actually really creepy, but I'll show you later. I'll show you guys later. But anyway, this right here is where the guy with the hat kept appearing, and like he would just stand there. He would just stand there and stare at me. And I remember like I woke myself up telling him to leave me the fuck alone like twice. Like twice.
Wait. I thought you meant in that little black cubby hole right there.
Kind of. He was standing right here in front of it.
Okay.
Like at the edge of the fireplace, but right here in front of it. He is where he was standing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right there.
Here we are.
There's another cubby hole there, and it's got
Skulls everywhere, and they fucking move. Yeah.
Oh, this was really cool.
We're playing with the. Is this Magic Wars? Is this the new like Magic 1 game?
Potter says no.
You
shall not pass.
I'm not really sure what we walked into, guys.
Next on Discovery, Dowsing Rod Wars.
Yeah, Dowsing Rod Wars. Okay, that's some shit. I told them we were walking right into an investigation, and we walked into Dowsing Rod Wars.
I know, right?
My mind was blown when Luther was like, and she was like, come on.
Absolutely.
And you were like, I wouldn't let it. And then yeah, I'm like, whoop, whoop. She did. She took my rods and she was like, bitch.
I must have walked in on a break.
Marissa was like,
So we still investigating?
we are investigating.
We were having dowsing rod wars.
With my dowsing rod.
Yeah, we
So
were having
now
dowsing
I'm
rod
gonna
wars.
have to just,
We pointed at each other.
yeah, I'm gonna have to find ways. To
Y'all meet the investigative team. It's wild in here, people. It's wild.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Irish mafia.
That little kitchenette area.
Yeah. When you panned over, that little, I guess from the kitchen into the main house, and you have to walk across those planks and you can see down into the basement. That's what I was talking about.
I didn't know you could see down into the basement. I guess I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Because whenever we walked through there, I mean, when you and Larissa were walking me in to lay on the couch, I was looking down, and there's a space about like that, and you can see straight down into the basement.
I'm glad.
And that's why I was like, I really want to go in the basement.
Ready?
Whitey Bulger.
Did you just call me Whitey?
Kingpin.
Bitch, I'll fight you.
That's gonna come up cutting people.
Girl.
Where are we going to investigate?
I'm only white on the outside. I'm pink in the middle.
Yes, I do want to go upstairs.
Yes.
Okay, they're taking a break right now.
Everybody's taking a break. Yeah, we're live, but I told them that we were walking into some stuff, so
Let's show them something.
let's walk around.
Let's give
This
them
is the first time. Oh,
Okay, hold on.
Show her what you
Hold.
got, 'cause you're way better.
Hold.
This
Let me
is
see if I can
called-
get a better angle.
Both of you come over here. This is called ergokinesis.
Ergokinesis.
This is the ability
Right
to
here, they were
manipulate
showing me
energy.
this.
I want to do this so bad.
This is so cool, and I wanted to focus on it, but there was a point where my back, if you notice where I'm standing, my back is to the basement door.
I saw when you went over there.
It was super not comfortable at all, and that was the first time I was like, and we're going. We're
Yeah,
going.
I want to try this really bad.
Yeah, I want somebody to play with.
Yeah, I gotta find
I
my
mean, not
dowsing
like
rods.
play with, but yeah, like play with.
Maybe I just need to order a new set. I'll just order a new set.
I have a set somewhere, but I don't know. They're so easily.
This is something
I
that's-
don't know.
Yeah, I just need a new set. I just need a new set because I don't. Until I get moved, I'm not gonna find half my shit. I know I'm not gonna even find half my shit. But I think if I remember right, I lost one of the little screws on the bottom of one of mine. So okay.
Okay, but
that
watch.
mediums are able to do.
Okay.
She's going to move these with her energy.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Hold on. Hold on, I need a better angle.
Get it, girl. Go.
I don't want to get in front of you.
You're fine.
Her
Y'all
hair
got
was
to
so
see
pretty.
this.
God, her hair was so pretty.
I don't know how I had the camera in the little gimbal thing, but it was definitely
Oh, I
wrong.
need somebody to play with.
Hearing a man and a woman, and it was like they were bickering.
Switch.
It was like some of the words.
You said, "Don't touch me." Damn.
I forgot I was recording for a second. My
I
bad.
can't do it as well as she does.
My sorry, guys. My sorry. Censorship. Censorship.
She does it way better than I do it.
Marissa has to
Oh,
date.
you got one.
You told her not so fast.
Yeah,
please.
That is wow.
You can get the last one.
I can't get them both to go the same way that she can.
Come on, that. Yeah, there you go. Yes, see.
See, I have to actually dance to get it to happen. Sorry, the sass.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Follow me.
My prominent.
Follow me.
Love Larissa.
I love that there's a
Always.
cross on the
It doesn't
basement
do the same
door.
for me to-
Yes.
Get a little closer.
Shauna told me.
What's up there?
Shauna told me that because we spoke about the house a lot and afterwards, and she said that there are weird random crucifixes all over the place, especially in the basement.
Mhm.
And I told her, I was like, well, you haven't moved any, have you? And she said no. And I said, my advice is going to be don't
Okay.
move that.
That brings up a good point.
Okay.
So since we're going through this, there was some point in the video where someone claimed that on top, okay, so this is the staircase,
Okay.
and at the bottom of the staircase is a cabinet, and this cabinet has some history that I'm not sure that I want to share, but it
Yeah.
has
Yeah. Don't share yet.
this cabinet, and it's got religious figures across the top of it, right? It's at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Like figurines, or they're carved into the cabinet.
No, like figurines, and you'll
Okay,
see
okay.
throughout the video. I'm sure there's glimpses of them.
Okay.
But at some point during the live, people started claiming that they had seen clowns up there,
Clowns.
and there's no clowns. There were a lot of ties from the Doss house to the previous location, which would have been the Hill house.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of subtle little ties.
Interesting.
Since we're watching it and we're going through it, like keep an eye out for that, for clips of that top chest to see if we see any clowns.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, why do I feel like I need to back down? I've been up there once, but like
Yeah.
why did I feel like I need to back
They don't
down?
do for me with.
So before we get into any of this, I want to, I left my glasses downstairs. Shit. I want to read you. Okay. So mind you, those of you guys that are watching this is also my first time of actually getting to see the house. Okay.
You could've
Because
frozen
I didn't get to see anything. So before we go too far, I want to read you guys what I text Shauna on Tuesday when we were heading home. So on Monday, Shauna and her wife were kind enough to let us stay at their farmhouse, which is glorious, by the way. They have
Yeah.
like the coolest
Well-
fucking setup. I am really jealous. I am not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It was an old Amish farm. They have this amazing view. They have all the chickens and
all
it's
the
just-
different kinds of chickens.
yeah, I could go on and on about her farm, but I won't. Okay. So I actually felt okay enough to go. I went and sat outside for a minute and tried to talk to her about a few things that I felt just being in the house. I never ever got to go anywhere that was not the couch or the bathroom. Like that was the extent of my visit to the Doss house. Okay. So upstairs, basement, I never got to see any of
100%.
this. So
100%.
here's what I text Shauna on Tuesday at 11:48. I didn't feel super great, so I didn't get to say everything I needed to say about the house because she asked me if there was anything else that I felt she needed to know to let her know. I said, so here's the rest. Whoever was there that investigated knew what they were doing. She told me that they had records that that a team had come in the 70s and investigated this house, okay? And that they were trying to confirm exactly who it was. They're about 90% sure, but they're trying to confirm exactly who it was. But it was one of the more famous teams, and I'll just leave it at that, okay? That's why I said don't dig it up. There is something in the basement that I told her there is something in the middle of the basement floor. And I told her don't dig it up, because she mentioned, she's like, it's weird that you mentioned that because we keep getting told to dig. She said on the EVPs and stuff that they've caught in the house, they keep getting told to go down there and dig. And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think it may only be about 2 foot down in the center of the big room in the basement. There's a lot of blessed/warded items down there as locking mechanisms. Don't move them. Just make sure they don't fall down or get moved. There's also stuff in the ceiling, in the attic space upstairs as well, in each corner. Basically, they created a spirit Faraday cage in there. Nothing comes in, nothing leaves. The powder in the basement is arrowroot powder. I don't know how I felt like I knew that, but so another medium, Larissa, had told her that there was a blue crystal and powder, white powder, in one of the corners of the basement. And so they went over to the house, and sure as shit, it was there. That place is full of things. There is the doctor, the fucking hat man bastard. That's apparently his name. 3 to 4 kids. There's a lady who stays in the dining room corner by the stairs. She's an odd one, like a gatekeeper of the stairs is the only way I can explain that. She's kind of a bitch, but will take a liking to certain people. The thing in the crawl space, and I can't wait to find out what I'm talking about with this. The thing in the crawl space, don't fuck with him. I can draw you a picture when I get home. Ooh, I've got to do that. He's a weird, inky, black, long-legged being with legs like a cricket and shorter front legs. That one is no longer human. It will fuck someone all the way up if it's messed with. There's also a quiet lady there. I couldn't see her, but she came in and patted my hair toward the end of the night. She's very sweet and isn't going to come out a lot. Toward the end, before we left, some woman came in. I legit thought it was you or Larissa or Shauna checking on me, because I felt, when like you're someone that cares about you, where they kind of take their fingernails and do this through your hair, right? Somebody did that to me, like three strokes. I legit thought it was one of you guys. And when I looked up, there was a woman and she disappeared like that.
I promise you, I'm more of the there kind of a person. Like,
yes.
Right.
So I'm not going to read you guys what Shauna sent back, because it's just some personal stuff. But she said this: FYI, the pat on the head was probably my mama, the reason all this is happening in the first place. I wanted to read that to you guys before we went any further, just because I've been in the house, but not. I was that sick, but not. So now I know what I was talking about with the corner of the stairs.
Some stairs right there. Wait. You're about to see. You haven't seen this yet. So you're about to see. There is there's the upstairs is the whole damn thing. I'm just like, it's a whole thing. But
those stairs are crooked as fuck.
Halfway between, they're on the left side, on the open side. There's like a door that's a crawl space that goes over the living room.
Oh, upstairs.
Nope, right there, in there, right, like, see the brown, where the brown kicks in, where the green wall starts, and then the brown
right here
starts on the other side.
Over here.
So halfway up that rail right there, between where that light brown starts and where it opens into that hallway.
Oh, so up here. Up here. Okay. Is that the crawl space?
Between the bottom of the rail and the top of the stairs, there's like a little trap door over there that goes into a crawl space over the living room where you were laying. And I'm about to show it, and it is the creepiest fucking shit ever.
I have got to draw this for her. I forgot to do that. I've got to. I wish that I had done that so I could show you before we got up there. Okay.
In this crawl space, there is some kind of, I forgot what she said it was, but it's motion detected. And it would go off constantly, even when nobody was on the stairs, like in the crawl space. It would go off constantly.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, keep going because you're
They
about
were
to see
doing
it.
for you.
Creeps me the fuck out.
I don't know why.
Well, I'll have to go up again
Did
and
you look in the crawl
investigate.
space?
No.
You should.
Yeah, it doesn't
No.
work for me the way it does for you.
I don't recommend it, Seth.
I've never done it before, so
Not,
that's the
not
first for
without
me, but
adult supervision.
I'm not an
Pretty
adult.
cool. So now you can do that parlor check for everybody.
We just said come down from investigating up there, so there's some stuff going on for sure up there.
I was taking a few steps up just to get a camera angle, and I was like, okay, no. All right.
Yeah, hold
All
on.
right.
Gotcha.
I got you.
Hold on, follow me.
I gotta follow you.
I have a flashlight.
I'm gonna have her open the crawl space.
Oh, okay. But you
If
can't
I
see
do-
if I don't have the.
If I do, will you sit close to her?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
take a
I
clip.
know why.
Yeah, just stay close to her.
Figured it out.
Like,
Aw.
oh, it's something. If I go up here, y'all gotta stick close.
Well, shit.
Well, you're abusing your
Try mine
shit.
if you want.
But they're yours.
That's the first time I ever used them, but
I
I've
just wanna
let.
see what her initial
Like,
reaction is.
They were taking too long. I needed my.
I gotta open it?
Let me go up above her.
No, Larissa.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I'll pull it.
Let's see what we got.
Larissa.
Try not to get your butts on camera.
Oh,
This
wait.
is it right above.
Oh, I don't want to do
No,
that.
you guys gotta
No.
be down above the,
Everybody's
or
like,
below the door.
Well, I feel like this is.
Oh, there. Okay. Okay.
That
Okay.
wasn't you that turned that on.
I don't like that.
Oh,
What
I
is
want to
that?
go in there.
It's a motion box that only detects motion way up in front of it.
Oh
don't
no,
really
ma'am.
like
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Pause. 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 God damn it. Why did I put a thing over the thing? Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna rewind it just a second. I'm gonna rewind it just a
bro,
second.
wait, they're about to put a light in, and I got so creeped out. Like, I was holding the camera up and doing like this, but I was down where I was like out of the, like, if it had got anything, it'd have got the tips of my fingers because I wasn't going.
Wait. I want you to watch this area right here. I want you to watch this as you pan kind of across the window. When you come up and the camera starts to pan, watch. What the fuck? All right, hold on.
Okay.
Let the people
Sass,
see.
you can look in there. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna
what's
stick
in
the
there.
camera up. Shit.
Okay, you
What
do
you
what
talking
you
about?
gotta
Like, I'm
do.
gonna peekaboo.
Okay. What is it?
There's a dark thing that moves right there.
So that wasn't like, I don't think you rewound it. I think you just paused it because we looked in it and then we came up with the red light and I held the camera up.
Okay.
Open.
I gotta open it.
Let me go up above.
I was like,
Yeah, because it looked
Okay.
you're right, because I don't remember the red light.
Let's see
But
what we got.
watch, when you pan across the window, watch.
Try not to get your butts on
Watch.
camera.
Oh,
This
wait.
is it right above.
Oh, I don't want to do
No,
that.
you guys gotta
No.
be down above the, or below the door.
Well,
they
I
were
feel like
getting
this is.
real confidence when everybody was like, I
Oh,
don't.
that wasn't you that turned that on.
Watch.
I don't like that.
What is that?
That's a motion box that only
Watch.
detects motion way up in front
Did
of
you see it?
I
It
don't
starts
really
right
like
here
it.
and then goes
That's
like
because
that.
there's kids in there. You know, you have
Yeah.
kids that are
Oh,
playing and
man.
hiding in there.
There's like some insulation or whatever right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see something move across it, and then it goes like that really quick. It makes this like I'll have to pull it and zoom it up and put it on its own video.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell with the way we're going with, because I was going and she had the camera and we were kind of going in separate directions. So it made all kinds of little flashes. So it's kind of hard to tell.
above the, or below the door.
Okay, so when you look in here, the wall is right here, right? And then there's a thing of insulation that comes down. There's a black line directly across it. And as you pan, there's nothing that should have made that shadow. And then it moves behind it. Watch.
Okay.
Well, I feel like this is.
Oh, that wasn't you that turned that
That was the
on.
perfect timing
I
for that
don't like
ringtone.
that.
What is that?
That's a motion box
Hey,
that
watch.
only detects motion
See it?
way up in front of it.
I don't
was
really
right
like
there,
it.
and
That's
then-
because there's kids in there.
Yeah, I see
You know,
it.
you have kids
Oh,
that are
no,
playing and
man.
I don't know if
hiding
it's
in
the
there. I don't like
shadow
that.
of somebody, but
Oh, okay.
it
Yeah.
was a straight line.
Careful in steps.
Okay, first
It
of
will
all,
Watch with the red light.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
right there.
What?
Watch with the red light. What I'm about to do.
listen to
They'll be
me.
able to see
Okay.
in there.
Listen to me. No,
No,
I
she
want to
did.
go in there.
listen to me. I don't need this to see in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let the people
Sass,
see.
you can look in there. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna
what's
stick
in
the
there.
camera up. Shit.
Okay,
What
you
you
do
talking
what you
about?
gotta
Like
do.
I'm gonna peekaboo.
Okay. What
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
I'm going
Listen to me. I'll tell you. Want me to tell you what's
Y'all
in there?
see if y'all see anything, cause I ain't.
You caught it again.
You have
Look, it's gone now. You can actually see the box.
You have something in there that is not.
Yo, my heart
friendly.
is racing.
So right here, that's obvious. You can see it with the light. That is completely blocked out when you first pan through there.
Mm.
Okay.
Let the people
Sass,
see.
you can look in there. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna
what's
stick
in
the
there.
camera up. Shit.
Okay. You
What
do
you talking
what you
about? Like
gotta
I'm
do.
gonna peekaboo.
What?
Okay. What is it? Listen to me. I'll tell you. Want me to tell you what's
Y'all
in there?
see if y'all see anything, cause I ain't.
Hang on, you come back across and it's completely blocked
You
out.
have
Something old.
You have
Yeah.
You have something in there.
Oh,
that
fuck,
does-
it
that
was.
is not.
Yo,
Okay,
my
maybe
heart
I'm on
is
crack.
Racing.
And it is not friendly. I also think that kids go in there, which why
What
would
is
kids
that?
go
There's a
in
white
there
dot.
with it is beyond
But it's not
me.
moving, so it's got to be something with the house.
They're
trapped.
Was in that room.
You think they're trapped in there?
They're trapped.
Is that why I got triggering?
Oh, I want to go
just
in there
felt
so
like I
bad.
was on lockdown, like they're trapped.
Okay.
Well, back then, I mean, kids
Well,
were supposed to be not seen and not heard.
I feel very uncomfortable
This
in that
whole
space.
time
I felt
I'm
something
being
come right
ignorant.
at me.
Yeah, I'm doing the camera like this. Like y'all.
I want to go in there so motherfucking bad.
Oh,
When we go back in June, I'm going to tell Shauna I want to do a session in the crawl space. You cannot shut the
Hey,
door, but
so-
I want to go in there.
you said that ringtone went off at just the right time.
Uh-huh.
That's not a ringtone. That's the sound that motion detector makes every time something moves in that damn box when nobody's up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
get kind of annoying.
No, it got kind of creepy. Like it was creepy. It was creepy. And then we called the stick, what do you call it? SLS?
Yeah.
S-
Yeah.
yeah. With the stick people, like on the stick.
I want to go in there and I want to know how that thing in there reacts to. I mean, you saw at Hell House how the thing in the basement, the guy in the basement reacted when I went in there. Like, yeah,
That
I
was
couldn't
wild.
believe when Larissa posted that video of my breath. It looked like, you know, when they do those like cloud competitions with the vapes, that's what it looked like.
It was wild.
And no one else's breath is like that.
That
But
cold came out at one point, and it was like all of a sudden we were in the depths of Alaskan hell.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I could not get warm. To be honest, I really think that is the point when I started to get really, really sick. I actually was questioning all Sunday if I should have gone in that room, but I felt like I needed to. And the way it reacted to me reading Psalms and some of those Bible verses, you know what I mean? I don't mean to say it. He obviously needed that. But I really was wondering, like, I really feel like that is the point when I got really, really sick. I feel like that's the point, because after that, I started feeling like worse. But I want to go in that crawl space. I want to go in that crawl space.
You are 145% on your motherfucking own. I will see you on the other side, man.
Well, I mean,
no.
it's because okay, so when I went to Hell House last year for the show, right? The thing that Santiago said to me whenever he's the one that told me, he was like, "Hey, we want you to be on the show." And the main thing that he said to me that stuck in my head, because then I was like, the fuck am I walking into? He was like, I want to see how they react to you. I want to see how the beings in Hell House react to you. And so that has stuck. Him saying that has stuck in my head, because he said, you know, I watched how they reacted to you at your shop, you know, and I watched how you interact with them and so on. And I also told him what's on my back. I told him what's tattooed on my back. You know what's tattooed on my back. And I have that there for reasons. And then I have other tattoos and markings on me that are not readily visible either for reasons. So I'm curious how that thing in the crawl space, because we're going to call that one a thing, how that thing in the crawl space reacts to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about, there's nothing in that house that I felt like was going to hurt somebody.
No, no, it's definitely, well, I don't know.
I think the thing in the crawl space
I
would,
didn't, there were
if,
places I wasn't willing to hang out for long. How about that?
yeah. Okay. Let's keep watching.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm like really excited now to go back in June. I'm really fucking excited. Okay.
Thrown out of there. Like old nails, they're actually in that cabinet down there now because my husband goes in there.
You know what? If you stand here long enough, something will scratch you.
Well, yeah, y'all just don't know.
Am I
Did she say if you
You have
stand there
experience?
long enough, something will scratch you?
She did, and I said,
Didn't I just say that there's a lady on the stairs, Shauna? There's a lady
minute.
on the stairs.
wait a minute, keep watching, cause
Okay.
that lady ain't playing on them stairs.
Is that there?
Hi, Brett.
You don't like it, Brett?
Stand there long enough, something will scratch you. Whatever's in there is not human.
That sounds like what I was
right.
trying to make out.
I was just saying you what you talked about. We'll go back up here and I'm gonna.
Is that Brittany?
And we
That's
got,
Brittany, yeah.
Look at how pretty that fade is. I'm sorry.
Girl,
Every
her
time
hair-
she walks by, I'm like, that's fucking gorgeous. Okay. So
Her
she's the
hair.
one that made me the
Yeah.
cookies that I didn't even really get to appreciate
and
until I
the,
got home.
and the squishy.
Thank you, Brittany. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you, Brittany. Yeah, the big ghosty squishy that she made me. Kay has it's propped up downstairs on my antique couch. Kay was like, I feel like it needs to go here. So your cookies were delicious, Brittany. I just want you to know that they were so fucking good. And I feel so bad.
The icing
did-
was. I didn't eat the
Did you
cookie.
take a picture with my phone or your phone?
Girl, ask me questions. I will tell you lies. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hang on. We're almost there. Let me see. Oh, nope. They're not on my phone.
Hold, please.
It's okay. I was just going to be nice and show them. Or if you find them, then put them up. So for those of you guys watching, maybe you pan across them in one of the videos on, because they were on the table, I think, right? They were there at Doss House.
Yes, they were.
She did such a good job. They were gorgeous. She made some that had black icing that said the Doss House, and then she made blue icing that said the Blue Bodie. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like such a dick for getting sick. And it's not like I got sick on purpose, but I felt like such a dick. I'm like, oh my God, she went to all this fucking trouble. And they were so good. Holy shit, woman. They were so good. You went to all this fucking trouble to make these gorgeous cookies and this really cool ghosty plushie with the pigtails, and I'm sick and can't even appreciate it. Like I felt like a dick.
I don't know if I can put them up, but I'm sending you the picture.
Okay. On Messenger?
I think I sent them in text.
Oh, send it on Messenger.
Well, you're rude. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. I'll just show it here on my phone. You don't have to send them. So look at how cool these were. The black ones say the Doss House, and then the blue ones say the Blue Bodie. And she even put rune work on them. They were so good. Oh my God. They were so good. Yeah. So she went through all of this trouble.
I didn't take a picture of the plushie though.
I'll just have to I need to bring it up here and put it behind me. It needs to be a part of my thing. So,
I think
they were so good, y'all. Oh my God. Like, yeah. Okay. Sorry. I had to pause because the light that shines through this pink part of her hair, I've caught it a few times on this video. And I used to have blonde that faded to pink and purple like this. And so I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Had a squirrel moment. Sorry.
You got scratch on
Then-
there? Yeah. See, you got scratch on there.
Whoa, wait, who has a scratch?
Last times I was here.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to take you upstairs and do some investigating.
Hi, Marissa.
Was that you want me- I
Oh,
can-
that ain't creepy at all.
yeah, like super dope.
All
I
right.
love that light strip. I don't know why.
So who is in this room with us right now?
My stuff is upstairs.
Are you in here with us?
I felt so tall
there a
and
Charlie in
claustrophobic
here?
in that house.
I mean, my phone, my tripod and all that.
I was talking downstairs to a Charlie.
No, she was not. Are you serious?
I don't know. I didn't go up here. Like, I went upstairs briefly, like maybe 2 or 3 times, usually to get Larissa or to trade off phones
Oh,
or
Tabitha said yes. So she was talking to a Charlie downstairs, Tabitha? Here's why. Here's why that made me pause. When I went to Hell House, and so I got off the plane and Larissa and Angie picks me up at the airport, right? This is the first time I've ever met either one of them in person. And Larissa is like this really statuesque, tall, gorgeous brunette, right? And she has on this pretty blue dress. I'm like, damn, I got like an entourage of bitches picking me up at the airport, right? But we're standing there waiting for Santiago to get off the plane. And Larissa takes a couple steps sideways and she looks at me and she said, who is the native man with you? And I said, well, I don't know. Describe. She described my grandpa when he was probably about 20. I have a photo of him when he first got to Hawaii right before Pearl Harbor in his Navy getup. And she described him to a T. She described him to a T. The only thing is, she said native. He wasn't Native American. But they called him that, like, they teased him because he said when you got it, like in the 40s, when you went into the Navy, if you were from Oklahoma, you were either a cowboy or you were a native, you were a Native American, you were an Indian. And because he was like, I'm not a cowboy, his dad owned the only barbershop and made fiddles in town. So he was like, I'm not a cowboy. So they labeled him as that. So it used to be like a family joke with him, because he had like almost jet black hair, but she described him to a T. And if you remember, you had Shar put that Pearl Harbor patch in the middle of my whoopee. That was his personal patch that he brought back from the 50th reunion. So his name is Charlie, and he showed up at Hell House when I was there, and she started talking to him when I was there, and I just kept quiet because I didn't want to say anything until it said on the thing, patch and jacket. And so I took my jacket off in the episode and showed the patch. Like, so the fact that she was talking to Charlie and he's not upstairs, but he's downstairs, tells me that my grandpa was there watching over me as well.
maybe that's who lighting up all the lights all the way around your head, like the 4th of July. Was wild, girl. Wow.
Charlie, are you in here? So I was talking to a little boy downstairs. And the little boy that was downstairs, that he showed himself, he had kind of like a bowl haircut, freckles, suspenders, looked like he might have been from 1910, 1920. Maybe Amish. I don't think he's tied to this house, though. Do you sound familiar? And I was getting the name Charlie.
I mean, my grandpa would have been a kid then, and they all had bowl haircuts.
My dear.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Can we put another K2 down?
You want mine?
Yeah.
I think we've got his cat balls.
Then
So
I
I'm
also-
directly under
yes.
this room, right? You're muted.
That room kind of came out like over the fireplace.
Okay.
Is where I was.
Because she went all the way to the end of the hall, though, right?
There's not really a hall.
Oh, okay.
There's not
So when
really
she
a
came
hall,
up the
like,
top of the
so-
stairs, there's a kid's bedroom.
So immediately at the top of the stairs, there's a kid's bedroom, but it's not like real wide.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And it's like just a bloom bedroom. And then you turn to the left and there's a bloom bedroom that kind of.
Okay, and that's where this is right now. That's where she is
Right.
right now. Okay.
Right. But
So
there's not really a hall. It's just like here's a bedroom, turn to the left, and you're in a bedroom.
okay. So if the crawl space opens into that attic, that goes over the kitchen. So this room is over the living room.
No,
The house is square.
The crawl space would be between the living room and this room.
But the house is square.
Right.
So nothing comes out in front, and the living room is right there by the door. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. But all right. So here's the wall
Mhm.
this is the wall you're on. This is
Mhm.
kitchen. Okay.
Mhm.
And the stairs, there's a point where like it meets that wall.
Yeah.
Up. And that crawl space is like right here. So it would have gone over your side of that wall.
Okay.
Not the kitchen side.
Okay. Okay.
And then that room, like you keep going upstairs this way and there's a room, but that
Yeah.
room would also be right here.
Okay. So both of them are technically over the living room.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. I was getting my bearings a little bit, like trying to figure out where everything was. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I was also, I saw downstairs in the barber shop, there was what appeared to be a woman, I don't think it was, in the shape of St. Mary's, shrouded completely in black.
I see her in the dining room all the time.
Oh, you do see her in the dining room a lot?
Should I have the
I
light
tried
behind you?
to
Maybe.
explain her to Shauna.
Thank you.
I was like, I don't know how to describe.
Thank you. So, sorry. So she is very I don't look at this. Look at this. She is so are you up here? Are you up here with us right now?
Oh,
Can you
no.
come right back?
That was
Okay.
weird.
Oh, wow.
So are you right here, right in front of me? Okay, interesting. So I don't know who's hello to everybody who's watching. Can you come back over and do that one more time? Are you the woman in black? If you're the woman in black, can you come back? Oh, wow. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, woman in black. Is it possible for you to go over to the purple lights on the floor and touch those? Any one of those?
And I have nice to meet you here.
Very nice to meet you. Would you possibly tell me your name? So I noticed that you would tell me your name. Thank you very much. I noticed that you took the shape of Saint Mary, which is interesting to me. And that tells me that you're good and you're shrouded in black. And I know that up at the church, I
Oh, I can't
heard
wait to
that
go to
up
this
at the
church, man.
church that there is a statue up there that resembles exactly that. And I don't know what that significance is. It's a Catholic church.
We need to find out. I need to hang on. I need to make some questions. Because her saying that they see a lady that looks exactly like a statue that's at the church makes me wonder if whoever was there investigating had those pieces that are placed throughout the house to make that kind of Faraday cage blessed at that church. Because think about it, if they were blessed at that church, then because there's a saint over there, right? There's a body downstairs.
There's bones of a saint over there. Yeah.
So if you're having it blessed there and there's that particular statue, the priest or whoever it is that's there would bless in that name as well because it's right across the street. So now I would be willing to bet part of my right butt cheek, because it's my less favorite butt cheek. I would be willing to bet part of my right butt cheek that that is the same spirit that's in the church.
I don't know.
I mean, because she said it a couple of times now that there's a statue exactly like that in the church, like the lady they see in the house.
So Brittany is
Mhm.
the historian.
Okay.
And she has so much, like my brain was melting. She has so much information on this house.
Let me ask.
I
let
don't
me ask
remember.
Shauna.
I don't remember.
Hey, I have a question for you, period. Sass and I are watching the private live investigation back, and upstairs, Larissa mentions that you guys see a lady in black throughout the house. And she mentions that across the street in the church is a statue that looks exactly like what you guys see in the house, period. My question is, can you find out if the priests that are over that church, when they bless items, if they bless them with that statue in mind, or if they bless them in the name of the Holy Mother Mary, question mark. As we're listening to this, I find it really interesting that that exact image is seen in the house, and you have all of those blessed items downstairs and the crucifixes throughout the house. Probably gonna melt Shauna's brain. She's gonna be like, wow, 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 wow. Okay. All right, here we go.
So I had just
So are
texted
you-
her while you were watching. I was like, by the way, we're on a live talking about you guys.
Yeah.
You from the
Oh, it's subscriber only live, so you might let her know that.
I sent
Catholic Church? Okay.
That one lit up over there too.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stick this down on the ground over here, and I'm gonna ask that maybe you could possibly light up the rope as well. Please. I'm wondering why. Why can't we get her on the rope? I don't know. Wonder why she don't want to go on the rope.
Are you the Black Madonna?
So do you know what the significance of the Black
Yes.
Madonna is?
Ooh,
Yes,
I
I
don't. Tell
do.
me, Larissa.
Okay, so what is it? Because I do not.
Oh,
It is a famous painting from Eastern Europe that survived a fire. Very beloved by most Eastern European Catholics, as well as St. John Paul II, who visited the church down the street.
okay.
So that would make sense because of the fire that actually ripped through here and burned a lot of these houses, and actually came and burned half of this house.
Really?
You know about that, right?
I know some of the history.
Okay. So I actually told Shauna that this house had burned, and she didn't know that. So she went and she had Brittany go digging, and that's how they found out about it. They never noticed the charred boards downstairs. But I had a feeling that this place had burned. Okay, so
Larissa
are you
hang on.
are you
Larissa, what?
She's got more than she gives herself credit for. Like, she's second
Yes, she
guessing
does.
herself, but she's on it.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
She's really, really in tune with her abilities. And I don't know why I get onto her all the time. I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up.
Right?
You obviously were right, and you keep being right. That ought to be enough to, but I get it. I get it. I've been doing this for so long, and I still question myself. So I mean, I understand. I can't say anything, I do,
Yeah.
but I can't say anything. Okay.
protector? Are you a protector by any chance of the land? Beautiful.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they're both.
Wow.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. So, are you here to protect?
Which makes me wonder even stronger if she's not associated from the church across the street. If she's a protector of that land. And I mean, because this is why I wanted to read you guys that text before I ever saw any of this. Because if she has blessed items, because what better place to get something blessed immediately than across the fucking street?
Well, think about it. Like, if that was your home, if that was your business, and that church is right across the street, Sundays are congested. Everybody in that area probably walks across the street to that church. The church, how they go out from house to house, especially on their own street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way that they didn't have some kind of introduction.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
they would have known each other in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
If not that person who owned the house had been a member of the church.
Exactly. And I would be willing to bet that the people that have lived in that house were members of the church, walked across the street.
But I'm curious to take it deeper, because I've been doing a lot of research on Catholic churches.
Mhm.
And Catholic churches in the olden day were most of their saints were buried under the actual building. So
Yeah.
right. So, but those close to the saints were buried in lands around the church. So, like,
Like in Hatch, New Mexico.
yeah, kind of like in Hatch, New Mexico. So, I mean, that makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very early in my research from Catholic Church. Like, I need a scholarly intervention, but
she's going to start teaching that. I can't wait.
so
We're
glad.
putting together a class.
So glad.
She's going to teach about saints and I'm going to teach about demons.
And I'm gonna run from the both of you and listen very carefully.
Okay. Wait, ready? We ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
The land because of the fire. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, well, do you know the barber? Are you here before the barber? Before he was here?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Do you know the children that are here? Okay. Do you protect the children that are here? Awesome. Okay. Do you know if there is anything here that is dangerous? Is there anything here? Okay.
The thing in the crawl
Is
space.
there, okay.
The thing in the basement.
Is there anything here that is dangerous that is tied to the land? Yes. Okay. Is what's here that's dangerous and tied to the land related to the Native Americans? Interesting.
Isn't there an undertaker in the house?
I don't remember there being an undertaker. Tabitha, Brett, I know y'all were on the live. I don't remember anything about an undertaker.
Well, Shauna mentioned that there's an undertaker, that there was an undertaker's office in the house at one time. So
I mean, there was so many things going on and you were so sick and I was trying to, girl, I don't know.
I wonder if she would allow, I don't have one, I'd have to buy one, but I wonder if she would allow us to take a metal detector in the basement.
Oh, girl, no, the hell you say, Brett, she's trying to take a metal detector in the basement, man. Tell her.
I personally want to know if that metal, because I told her there's a metal ball buried in the basement, and
No,
that's what the thing
listen.
keeps wanting you to dig up. And I told her repeatedly, like, absolutely do not dig it up. It is so okay. You know, in the sacred geometry where you have the one that's the base, and then it has all the things that come up, and then there's a top piece as well. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I wouldn't listen. I was reading messages. What do you say?
Fucker. In sacred geometry, there is one that has a ball at the bottom, and then it comes up, and there's a whole bunch of different ones that look like this, but and then it has another ball at the top.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what someone created in this house. So it's underneath that main part of the basement floor is a ball, a metal ball. And so that's what I told her. I was like, that's what it wants you to dig up, because if it can get you to dig it up, it breaks the base of that Faraday cage. And that, I just say it that way. Does that make sense? Like
it does.
It's like a Faraday cage.
It does, but you know, like there's this girl I follow on TikTok and she'd say, put it back.
Oh no, I don't want to dig it up. No. That thing needs to stay there. I've told her, like, under no uncertain terms.
For confirmation. Like
yes.
Somebody goes,
yes.
Somebody's gonna want to dig that up.
Yeah, the confirmation is why I would be curious if we could take a metal detector down there. Because so when I'm going to put it in air quotes, when I saw this, like all of the things I told her, dude, I don't know where the fuck I was when I was on the couch. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was in and out of consciousness a lot. And so, the next morning on Monday, when I managed to get up and go outside and sit with her, I did tell her a few things, but I got winded really quickly and I had to go lay back down. So that's why I text her the rest of this. But whoever this was that was there in the 70s that did this investigation, what they created was a big sacred geometry Faraday cage, for lack of a better term. I keep calling it that, but that's, if y'all don't know what a Faraday cage is. So a Faraday cage is usually a metal, aluminum box, whatever, that you can put electronics inside, and like an electromagnetic pulse cannot damage those electronics. So like if there's a solar flare or an EMP, bomb or whatever, that's what they created in this house. So nothing can come in, but nothing can get out. So like the things that were there in the 70s are there now. They're still going to be there. Like anything that came in, like with you or with me, like a spirit guide or whatever, it can leave because it's attached to us. So like Charlie, let's just my grandpa is an example. He's attached to me. So obviously he's going to go with me, just like you have protectors. And so you know what I'm saying? They can go in and out. They cannot stay there. They won't get trapped there. But okay. Sorry, I'm going down like rabbit holes here. All right. Okay.
It's a Faraday case. Then why does all the equipment malfunction in the house?
Because there's a lot of shit in that house. There's a lot of shit in that house. And I would be interested to know. Let me just ask her. I also would be interested to know if you guys know the reason why the house was investigated in the 70s period, because as we're watching this, a lot of interesting things are coming up. And I am really curious what spurred the owner of the house in the 70s to reach out for help. That's what I want to know, because the thing in the crawl space, like I told her, like it's no longer human. I think that at one point it was, and it somehow is attached to that house. But whatever it is in the basement, I don't know that that's ever been human.
Like I didn't go in the basement. Like there was just that was my note point. It was like, that's too far from Bodie. She's sick. I'm gonna stay right here. Here, take this camera.
I like that you used me as a scapegoat.
Absolutely. The hell, yes, ma'am.
So what are you gonna do when we go back in June? Are you gonna go in the basement with me?
I will find it. Listen, don't make me lie to you. Don't make me lie to you. Now she's gonna leave me in some other creepy part of the house. I don't know. Don't make me lie to you this early on, because I will. At that point in time, I was like, you're sick. You were dying. And I didn't want to go down there. And that's a long way from you. You can't protect me. I don't speak to ghosts, you do. So I'm going to go down there and do what? Ghost bait? No. I'm a survivor. That does not sound like how you survive going to be a ghost bait. I can't see them. I don't communicate with them. Like, well, maybe I do, but not on that level, right? So
how are you going to handle the USS Hornet?
Listen, my mom
so
don't like you.
Let me say this.
My mama don't like you.
So proud of you in Hell House. I really was, because you were so apprehensive going up there. How long did I hear about this from you? Like, I can't believe I let you talk me into this. So I loved when you were like, you know what? I had it built up in my head and it wasn't nearly what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it was still interesting. I don't want to take nothing from it, but yeah, I think I like overthought the hell out of that. Like we're all going to hell.
Now, so before we go any further with the DOS house,
came out.
Before we go any further with the DOS house, are you excited to go back or not?
To the DOS house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.